Hey guys, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. In the last part, we were talking about noises, and now we're going to talk about why they're important. Of course it's important. This is it, Mia, the new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. Okay. After I shove him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. That is incorrect. As you can see from the photo, it is over there. So we shall present it. Kaboom! Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! A little bit late reaction, my apologies. Order, order, order! The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present it as evidence immediately. Umbrella. But the umbrella could have simply been blown wider by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind. I love this song, by the way. Seriously, play this game just for the music. It's awesome. But okay, I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No! Okay, fine. I thought his toupee was going to fly off then, but nope, of course not. However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Alright, Phoenix's testimony. Okay. Well done, Mia! Hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness. Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. Wow, I actually pronounced it correctly. Holy crap. Well, who is this witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dollie? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? Murmur. I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Dead hair flip. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Okay. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Smack. April 11th, 11:52. Oh, that would took like 2 hours. Man, that took a long time. Even though that's only 3 videos, it's more like just an hour. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? My boy! You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dollie, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dollie and we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this. She gave this to me on the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dollie. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. It makes me I want to share my happiness. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Okay. Anyway, so after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some relationship between these two cases. Am I correct? Newspaper clipping added. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my boy. I'll go and have a look at the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. No, it didn't. It seemed like literally less than 3. Ugh. To be continued. Right now. After I save it. Save. And we're back! Thanks for waiting after that to be continued. Sorry for that long wait, but we're back now. God. Smack. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that! Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? God, I love that part. Oh, God. This is good. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size with my toupee. And I'll bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice, I almost feel right at home. Not at all. Not at all. There we go, that's better. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, It's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine! No, the honor is all mine! Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Oh god, this game is funny. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever's on your mind. I'm sure there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that. She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed. I will honestly never be able to do this character's voice justice. So I would like have to have a girl come here and voice act for me, but I don't have any girls to come here and voice act, so whatever. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Objection, young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never... That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Teehee, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So, you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. I keep switching in between male voices and female voices for her. I keep thinking that she's Phoenix, you know, like the later version of Phoenix, because I just give him my voice. I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class is over. Okay, what were you going to do? Have sex? Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Phoenix, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, what were you doing by the pharmacology building? God, I can't talk. Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. Oh ho, how wonderful. It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Ugh. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Yes, they were. Then one of them died. So, who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So, what were Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next? Oh, God. Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Why did that happen? Tell us! Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. God, there I go with the male voice again. Jeez. Is that... The defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I know the judge will just get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now?
I'll leave it alone for now because I honestly forgot what she said. I suppose her statement works in our favor for now.
I'll hold off on looking into it any deeper until it's necessary.
Very well, young lady. Please go on with your testimony. Oh, I guess it's better that I'm not giving her, like, that voice.
That's when Feeny noticed I was there. And what did Mr. Wright say when he saw you? I'm sorry. I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me.
You don't remember? Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only minutes prior. That sounds about right.
Please, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me. I went to go find some other students and they called the authorities.
Okay.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Wow. Oh, God.
Please try to stay on topic. So, to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on? Press for more details.
But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm gonna get any more info about the students.
So why did the students call the police? Or yes, I was so panicked.
Yes. Well, anyone would have been, my dear. My boy. That girl.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it.
She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Okay. Planning. Okay. So, let me see here. Phoenix's testimony. There's a loud sound when it happened. The victim towel on top of his umbrella. See, now this is the part where you're gonna have to start looking in evidence to, do that. So, I do believe that next time we will continue with this cross-examination and we will find out what we must do. So, I'll see you guys then.